Oh, it's been over a decade. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Subscribe is the vibe. Your boys on the road to 20K humbly. You guys know me. I love time traveling and looking at old clips of the past. It's been so long since I've witnessed and rewatched the final 2 minutes of Super Bowl 42. One of the worst losses, I think, in all of sports. I think this loss is bigger than the sport of football. I think it's one of the all-time greatest upsets. You know, you could put this up there with a lot of upsets ever. But we're going to relive the final 2 moments of Super Bowl 42. I've never watched this moment since it's happened. God. It's time to heal, Gabos. It's time to heal. This is Randy Moss's touchdown. Giants did a great job of clamping up our offense, man. Is this Randy Moss? Yeah, this is Randy Moss and Corey Webster. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. Touchdown number, I think, 32 on the season, including playoffs. Even despite not doing anything for 4 quarters. I mean, that's our second touchdown of the game. You know, I still thought Brady did enough to win the game. There's only 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. Our defense was still a top defense. Overall, we had Asante Samuel. We had them dogs, man.
Tom Brady.
Giants said they wouldn't keep us below 17 points, and Brady laughed.
By 4.
So I'm thinking just one stop. This is Eli Manning. This is a team that we should just be celebrating even made it to this position. You guys should just be happy that you're here. And I'm actually a New Yorker. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yo, Giants, congratulations. You made it. You know what I mean? Like, but this is the grand opening, grand closing. This is the first ever undefeated season all time. So much at stake. We're talking about a year that's going to be forever enshrined in NFL glory.
During the regular season, and now this.
Y'all left Webster on the island with Randy Moss. Was crazy.
Webster was in trouble as soon as he started backpedaling off the line of scrimmage. They doubled Wes Welker on the inside, and they left Corey Webster one-on-one on Randy Moss. He had a touchdown returning a kick against New England. Brady.
So many things. I'm talking about a team of destiny. So many things before this. Oh gosh, this drive.
Take your team down and win the game.
At this moment, I'm saying bend but don't break. We're not gonna give up a touchdown. I'm like, I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, tick, 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 tick. Bend but don't break. All we need is a sack. You know, Eli's not going to get us. There's no way.
They're going to get the 2-minute warning. They still have all of their timeouts, and that's why you don't see them in any bigger hurry than what they are right now.
Bad snap.
Manning over the middle.
Incompletion.
For Plexico Burress.
This one was brutal, bro. This one was brutal. Look at the clamp work on Plaxico Burress. It wasn't the most offensive game you've ever seen, man. It was just great defense. And again, going back, you just got to look at how prolific the Giants D-line was during this time. Justin Tucker, Osi Umenyiora. I remember these guys' names verbatim. That's back in the day when you actually cared about the first and last name of defensive players. Now you kind of just stick it to jersey numbers, and if you're a star, you memorize the star's name. But it was Osi, Michael Strahan, and Justin Tuck. Yeah, Justin Tuck, yeah. Just dogs. All in their prime. Just,
Feel like that a little bit
look at Plaxico. 6 targets, 1 catch, 14 yards.
Things can happen. 2nd and 10.
Another 2nd and long.
4 seconds away from the 2-minute warning.
This one was another incompletion. Set up a 3rd and long.
Manning backpedaling as he throws high and incomplete. Harrison making a play on the ball.
And I think Steve Smith gets this one. This wasn't the drop to Asante pick.
Manning backpedaling completes to
Who's that?
Toomer.
Oh, Toomer got it.
And it depends on the spot.
So many 3rd and longs, 4th and 1.
Here we go.
Man, I'm shitting bricks right here. Jacob. Stop this, man. We're champions. Oh, inches.
Looked like he got it with that last effort with his right arm. And I'm not so sure that if they're not going to measure here, you don't call timeout if you're the Giants to preserve some time. A minute 22 left. They do stop the clock. They have not signaled that it's a Giant
barely
timeout
got it.
and might carry. But that kept the Giants
And
from
then
having to burn a
this.
timeout. They actually put more time
These
back
next
on
couple
the
of
clock.
sequence of
6
plays
seconds.
right here, man.
As Manning steps up and is brought down.
I'm thinking it's a
by
fumble
Dallas
sack.
Thomas from behind.
I'm thinking we got the ball.
The ball came out.
Nope.
It's only a matter of time before he was able to do it here. Time almost ran out on him. 2nd down and 5. Manning hit as he let it go, and Asante Samuel came close to a game-ending interception. Well,
Asante just mistimes this jump. I don't care what anybody tells me. This is around the year where I'm not sure if Asante led the league in picks, but he was either number 2 or 3 or even number 1. I think he led the league in interceptions. This is ball hawking, one of the best hands for a cornerback in the league, and he just mistimes the jump. Oh,
that's about as demonstrative as you're going to see Eli Manning. I mean,
I kept on lying to myself and saying, yo, it was just too high. It wasn't catchable. But nah.
He's going to get some pressure. You got Rodney Harrison coming off.
Nah, this was an easy look. Look.
It up, but I don't know if Tyree was going to take it a little bit deeper or should have taken it deeper. But they're fortunate that Samuel did intercept that one.
And I'm still thinking we good. I think this is
from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet, airs it out.
Oh my God!
It is caught by Tyree inside the 25, and a timeout taken.
absolutely speechless is the only way you could kind of describe a moment like that. I watched this live, like I'm sure a lot of people did. Giant fans are going through the roof, and sometimes in key moments, I've watched so much, I've come to realize moments that are just bigger than the man. One in a lifetime things happen, and I'm telling you, I saw this David Tyree catch, and I was absolutely gutted. And believe it or not, the Giants saw another 3rd and long after this. This wasn't even like a game winner. We forced another 3rd and long, and they converted it to Steve Smith. But this catch was just, you could replay this 100 times. You know, and you fail it 99% of the time. This was the 1 out of 1,000.
Oh my God!
Midfield.
And Tyree just goes up for it like a basketball player. Harrison trying to knock it down.
His head.
And Eli, man, I don't know how he got out of there. I thought he was on the ground.
So many plays, like there's just so much to take away from this play. Eli, who was one of the most clumsiest, turnover-prone quarterbacks in the league at this point. It was just like, yo, you kind of expected Eli to throw a pick 6 every Sunday, right? And I swear to you, he only kept his job because of his last name. The Giants were really patient with Eli Manning, man. And I get he was a first-round pick who they traded with San Diego because I guess Eli didn't want to go to the Chargers, so they forced the trade. But this dude was one of the clumsiest quarterbacks in the league, and for him to fight off this sack at this moment was like, what? You kind of froze thinking it was a sack, and then it's like, oh shit, he's up. He throws it, pick, completion.
That's a great catch by David Tyree.
At this point, my heart was like,
the Giants needing a touchdown.
Just trying to stay cool.
The New England 24. Four-man rush, Eli Manning.
Stopped him again.
Thomas
Looking at the clock.
brings down Manning.
Another stop.
Thomas coming again. This one
flies
up and somehow
my God.
Nearly caught by Tyree.
Look how close these interceptions are. And now here, I believe Steve Smith converts it on another 3rd and long.
You know, here on this possession, they've been able to get some pressure on Eli Manning. There's Tyree, and the ball came out after he got hit. You're right, he almost able to make the catch, but you know, right now I think it'd be a good time for a screen. As much pressure as what they've been able to get on Eli. They haven't run many screens here tonight, but I know they've got an inside screen. 3rd down and 11.
Steve Smith.
Manning to the sideline, completes. And Steve Smith is out of bounds. Right
3rd and long, and we give up another first.
Doing a great job of knowing exactly where
Jeez.
he was on the field.
Jeez, good pick route. Wide open, gets the first.
And know exactly where he had to get the first down before going out of bounds and being able to stop the clock. Great play.
And this is about the game winner. My little breakdown of this moment, right? Now that I get to reflect on this after over like 10 years, right? I thought this was a horrible decision by Bill. I think if you were going to bring out an all-out blitz, you should have done it on 1st down when it was like, when ball was like on the 13 and Eli was dropping it. I thought it would have been important to bring the heat, set the tone that there's no chance of you guys doing anything. Put the pressure on Eli, force him to make a quick decision. At this point, the Giants are feeling themselves. The David Tyree catch, the 3rd down conversion to Steve Smith. Now it's all or nothing, right? Like, we're not going to take the sack. We have nothing to lose. We just need essentially, 15 yards, and we're world champions. I hated this decision right here. You have Pro Bowl cornerback Asante Samuel at the top of the screen. Garden, I think this was Amari Toomer. I thought Asante should have been on Plaxico Burress. I'm like, yo, Plaxico has the mismatch if you're just playing numbers. We put instead Ellis Hobbs, who was a decent corner, but a very undersized corner. He's like one of those dudes that had a lot of heart, but he an underdog. He's 5'9" on essentially, I believe Plaxico was 6'5". So just off of math alone, Bill is bringing an all-out blitz. You're seeing basically 8 in the box. Eli reads it. So he's like, I'm not going to test out an all-pro corner with Amari Toomer. No, I'm going to go to my 6'5" Pro Bowl receiver who I've been going to essentially the whole playoffs. Plaxico Burress was on one of the hottest streaks in the 3 games. The game against Green Bay, this dude had like 10 catches at half. Like, check out that game, Plaxico Burress versus Al Harris. He put it to work. So to Eli, this is an easy read. And of course, an undersized corner who gets caught in a double move with no safety help. I hated Bill for this decision. Hated him. It was just too easy. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was frozen still. You almost you're numb, right? Like you kind of lose sense of what's going on. Like we're talking about one of the biggest underdogs in Super Bowl history. You know, one of the biggest. This is Eli Manning, who we were accustomed to leading the league in interceptions. We would make jokes about him being the dumb brother out of all the Mannings because you have like an older brother who's prolific. And Eli was kind of always just goofy mistakes. Always had like this clueless face expression. Like even on this game-winning touchdown, look at Eli's face. You know what I mean? You know, just like, and it's like, it's just, oh my God, what is going on? The GOAT is down by 3 points with 35 seconds with an undefeated season on the line, and Eli goes on a game-winning drive on a Bill Belichick defense. Eli, like, it's, you gotta be kidding me, right? That's the only way I could define this moment. Absolute shock on the New England sideline. And I'm sitting here like, yo, we don't have no timeouts.
17-14.
We need a field goal, but there's just not enough time.
Tell you, Joe, you take a look at this route here by Plaxico Burress. A great job.
Double move.
In coverage. He starts to the inside just enough to sell the slant, and then he goes to the.
And I'm like, Ellis, why are you falling for a double move? You're on an island. The safest bet always is to let them catch the ball in bounds, but you protect the end zone. There was no need to bite on a slant and go. I don't believe the Giants even had a timeout. Ellis knows the coverage. He knows he has no safety help. So the bite on that double move was just so unnecessary. You know what I mean? It was such a lazy double move. Look. Like, come on, man.
And then he goes to the corner. They call that the slant and go route, sluggo route. And it worked beautifully.
Easily.
Eli Manning puts a little pump fake on him to get him to bite and then goes to the corner. I tell you,
I couldn't believe my eyes, bro.
Manning talked to him about, got any advice for me? And Peyton Manning said, I think you're beyond me giving you any more advice.
Great coaching job by Tom Coughlin.
As much as that win last year,
one of the greatest coaching jobs I've ever seen for an NFL head coach.
I get the feeling he's a little happier tonight than what he might have even been back then.
Plexico Burress had been held down all night. As big a reason why the Giants got past the Packers in the NFC Championship game with his 11 catches, 151 yards. Did not have a catch the entire second half. 2 all.
Eli Manning, 9 of 14, 152 yards and 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, bro. Yo, oh nah. Oh nah, this is what he did in the fourth alone.
But none bigger in his career. Maroney on the return. Gets to the 25, and that's all.
So essentially, all we had was 2 deep balls. Nah, I mean, let's throw 2 deep Hail Marys to Randy Moss and see what we could do. Oh, we had 3 timeouts. Okay.
On first down. Gaffney, the intended receiver, incomplete. Aaron Ross was in coverage. 25 seconds left. At stake is the perfect season, or 2nd and 10.
I'm just looking at the clock. Oh, yeah, this sack killed me. Oh, yeah.
Jay Alford, a rookie. And the Patriots take their first timeout with 19 seconds left.
Yeah, another rookie for the New York Giants. You think about Steve Smith, Ahmad Bradshaw, now Jay Alford. He comes right up the middle. You know, they've been rotating these defensive linemen throughout the game, keeping them fresh.
Like, you couldn't make this up.
Jay Alford,
you couldn't make this up.
OCU Manura,
3rd and long. 20 seconds left. Undefeated season on the line. It's 3rd and 20. Brady essentially just goes deep, like twice to Randy Moss. Almost comes close. Almost comes close.
Broken up by Webster. 10 seconds left.
I'm just praying to all the football gods.
Outstanding postseason continues.
I think we had to call a timeout just so Randy could catch his breath.
So that he can buy
Look at this.
allow Moss to get down the field. And you just run out of arm strength.
And Brady still threw a dot. Brady still threw a dot.
He still had some left. I mean, he could have gone after that ball if it was able to get out further in front of him. But you're talking about a 70, 75-yard
pass.
Brady steps up, throws, downfield, broken up. 2 seconds left as the Giants take over. They run out the clock. They put 1 second back on the scoreboard. Bill Belichick is willing to jog out to the middle of the
Bill
field.
didn't give a damn.
Again, 1 second is remaining.
Bill didn't give a damn. Neither did Tom. Tom didn't shake no hands neither.
And now we'll stop as Eli Manning in the offense is trying to get everybody off the field. There is 1 second left on the scoreboard.
Oh, my goodness, man. Yo. Oh. I did it. I did it. Can't nobody say I never relived this moment. This was one of the worst Super Bowl losses in Super Bowl history. One of the worst losses I've ever witnessed. And I relive it for the first time, son. But overall, it was a magical run by the New York Giants. I can't take anything away from them, man. Those dudes were special in the playoffs. And to hold us, we were averaging like 35. And to hold us below 17 was a great job by the Giants and Tom Coughlin. And Eli did what he had to do to steal a ring from Tom Brady. The fact that they did it twice, don't ask me to react to the second one. I'm not giving it to y'all. I'll give y'all this one because this one changed what I believe the course of history, right? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to see you guys at the top. Final 2 minutes of Super Bowl 42. Finally relived.